Hello everybody, how are you all doing today? This is Karthik Poovanam and I'm a leadership coach and an author of more than 80 published books. Let me share with you one very wonderful story that happened in the history, which is often heard by hardly a very few people know. And in case if you also have heard about this story, you might have forgotten about this. So let me share the story with you. The story is between two sages. One, a sage who immersed himself into experiencing oneness with the entire existence. He was one with the entire existence. Brahma Tattva was awakened in him. Another is the journey of a king who transformed himself into a sage. Why did the king transform himself into a sage? I'll share with you in another video, but let me share with you from the point where it makes perfect relevance to us in today's time frame. Number one, the king was very angry because of a particular reason, and he sent forth his army to destroy the sage. Due to various reasons, the king could not invade what he wanted to invade, and he went into deep penance. For thousands of years in the history, they say that this king meditated for thousands of years to acquire certain kind of weapon mastery. And once he acquired that level of weapon mastery, he again came out and set forth a kind of a war on this sage to get what he wants. But he immediately failed. Immediately, in the sense, in the due course of time, he immediately failed. Then he again sat, and now he wanted the Brahmastra, the ultimate weapon. And he pleased the required deity, and he got what he wanted. After he got what he wanted, he started projecting the same, using the same on the particular sage who had attained the Brahma Tattva, the one who has become one with the entire existence. But to his amazement, even the Brahmastra could not work on this sage. Then he became very furious. He became extremely furious. At the same time, there was a certain crack in his ego. Through this crack, the brightness of his intelligence was shining. And with this brightness of intelligence, he could realize that there is something beyond the Brahma Tattva. No, something beyond the very essence of materialism. Something beyond the essence of the great weapons. The ultimate weapon that a Kshatriya could possess is Brahmastra. And the sage who has attained the Brahma Tattva has something more significant within him. Through this intelligence, he could see that he needed to do something which was required. And that was a very awakening moment for him. This crack which he experienced in the ego, which allowed the intelligence to penetrate and show light that there is something more powerful than the Brahmastra, which he needed to work on to gain mastery and to invade this particular sage. But that particular moment, as his intelligence was shining, he was no longer looking to conquer what he wanted from the sage. He simply wanted to experience that which is more powerful than the Brahmastra. Till that very moment, thousands of years he has meditated. Thousands and more years he had meditated to attain the most powerful weapons. When that didn't work, he again went into a more deeper penance and got the Brahmastra. But even when he saw the Brahmastra also did not work on this sage, he felt there is something that he's lacking, or there's something that his intelligence has failed to see because his ego was coming and stopping the intelligence from functioning. And that's the moment he said, Digbalam Kshatriya Balam Brahmatejo Balam Balam. I repeat this for you. He said, Digbalam Kshatriya Balam Brahmatejo Balam Balam. If you have not heard this carefully, again listen to this. Digbalam Kshatriya Balam Brahmatejo Balam Balam. He said, the power of a Kshatriya is nothing in front of the power that is experienced by a Brahmin. So I need to experience that, and that's when he went into a deep penance and realized the power and oneness that he found with the entire existence. Let me tell you, dear ones, it doesn't matter what you have attained in this life. It doesn't matter what you have in this life until and unless you have realized yourself and understood in a very experiential way that you are not separate from this whole existence. In fact, the whole of existence is reverberating within you. That is the moment where you are going to tap into the reservoir of bliss and find fulfillment in your existence. May you know the authentic joy, may you know the fragrance, and may you know the true bliss of being joyful and blissful. Have a great time, stay blessed, and understand Digbalam Kshatriya Balam Brahmatejo Balam Balam. Have a great day, everybody.